we're gonna be doing a first impression and review today. I'm super excited. It's the first one that I've ever done, so woohoo! So what it is the Dior Forever Foundation. It's their new 24-hour wear high performance skin caring foundation with sunscreen. So I'm super excited to try this out, and if you know anything about me, you know I'm all about sunscreen. So I'm really excited to try this out. So if you're interested in how it works, just keep watching. Alright guys, so the foundation we're going to be reviewing today is the Dior Forever 24-hour wear high perfection skin caring foundation with sunscreen. That is a super long name. This is how the bottle looks. It's in a nice glass jar, plastic cap, and it comes in a squirt nozzle. I like the way that this feels and looks. It just looks really classy. I like it. It is a 35 SPF. Let's read what it says online about the foundation. It looks like it comes in 28 shades. It retails for $52 US, and I am on Sephora's website. It says what it is it's a medium to full coverage foundation, remains flawless for up to 24 hours with a velvety matte finish with SPF 35. So we've got some sun protection, and it claims 24 hours of wear, so that'll be interesting to see. I'm not gonna test that long. Medium coverage, matte finish, it's liquid. It's for normal, dry combination, and oily skin. Okay, for all skin types. So it says that the highlighted ingredients is gonna be pansy extract hydration booster, protects the skin from drying, leaving it smooth and looking smoother and more radiant. Rosehip extract, ingredient of Dior Forever, helps protect skin from external aggressors and reduces the appearance of pores. That's awesome. Okay, I like that. Let's see, it says what else you need to know. It's their iconic Forever lasts up to 24 hours for skin that appears more even with tighter looking pores. I'm excited to see how that does. The fluid foundation instantly enhances the appearance of the skin and supports its healthy day after day. With a formula enriched in meticulously selected skincare ingredients. Ooh. It keeps the complexion comfortable and shields against external aggressors, including UVA and UVB rays, with the 35 SPF. Dior Forever creates a flawless velvety matte finish on this skin. It's also available in a glow format for a radiant finish. So if you want it to be more glowy and radiant, there is an option for that. If you want the like velvety matte, then this one is for you. I'm actually testing this out. I got it in an Influenster box, and I chose the shade 2.5N. It says it was previously 025. So hopefully this matches. I had to do it online, and I picked the one I thought was the closest. I have not checked yet, so we're gonna be doing it live together. So we will see how that goes. I have already applied my sunscreen, my Dermalogica Dynamic Skin Recovery in SPF 50. I went ahead and put that on, and then let's go ahead and do our primer and foundation. Alright, so for this review, I'm gonna go ahead and prime my whole face, and then we're going to use a sponge on one side and a flat top brush on the other side, just to see how the coverage works with both and see if one wears better than the other. So for my primer, I'm gonna use the Lancome La Base Pro. It's a perfecting makeup primer with a smoothing effect. I've only used this like once or twice, so I'm really excited to use it again. I just did about 1.5 pumps because I like to put it on my neck as well. I really am enjoying, like I said, I've only used it about twice. It is so silky feeling, like, oh my gosh. And I don't think it's silicone, but it feels amazing. It does says it's for all skin types, and it's non-comedogenic or whatever that is. Cosmetogenic. So it won't clog your pores is what that's supposed to be. But oh, I love the way this feels. It just makes your skin feel like silk. Ha! Love it. Okay, so hopefully this shade matches. I'm super nervous. I'm gonna put it on the back of my hand. That is how it looks, and ignore the eyeshadow. I was looking at what shadows I wanted to use in this video. So I did about 2 pumps. Let's do the sponge first. I typically prefer sponges, so We will see how both works. This is supposed to be medium to full coverage, so it feels nice. It doesn't feel heavy. It blended really well. Feels weird doing half my face. Well, you can definitely see medium to full coverage. I went a little over on my halfway point. That looks really nice. Yeah, it's not like super mattifying where I feel like really matte. I think it looks really natural, but you can see how like my redness is not as bad. This is one layer though. So I say let's do the brush on the other side and then see if we need to build up coverage. I definitely like applying with a sponge better. Need a little bit more. And this is just an IT Cosmetics flat top brush. I don't know if I would say that like one side looks better than the other. I don't know if I would say that one looks better than the other. I feel like they both kind of look super similar. I don't know if I would say one looks better than the other. I still have a little bit of foundation left. I feel like it matches pretty well with my neck, but you know, old habits die hard, and I really want to just do my neck because I always do. I'm gonna use my makeup sponge to do my neck. I feel like it might be a hair bit darker than I am, because you can see, yeah, it's just a hair bit darker than I am. Not bad though, like super close, especially if I'm picking it online. Just using up what's left. Okay, so this is how it's looking with one layer. I feel like it is a medium coverage. It's really nice looking, but I feel like it's more of a medium coverage than a full coverage. Why don't we go in with 2 layers all over the face and see how that does? And I will say that I feel like they look very, very similar in like the sponge side and the brush side. So I don't know if I would say that one did better than the other. I think that would be up to you preference-wise of what you like. It's kind of nice, like I don't even know if I would say this is a matte finish, because I feel like I have a really nice glow going on my cheekbone. So I don't even know if I would say this is matte. I mean, it did say velvety matte, but I definitely feel like this is like a natural, it's not radiant, but I feel like it looks very natural. I like it, and it feels really nice, you guys. Like even where I've gotten the 2 layers versus the 1, I don't know if I would say that one feels more comfortable than 2. Like they feel really similar. And I do have really hard like hyperpigmentation to cover, and I feel like this did pretty good. Like you could probably do 1 layer and just concealer, but I don't want to use concealer. I just want to use the foundation so that we don't have any concealer like doing something different and affecting it in a different way. So I'm just wanting to use the foundation. So I feel like if you, for me personally, without wanting to go in with concealer, I feel like that 2 layers did really well. I like how the 2 layers looks if you didn't want to use concealer. But again, if you wanted to use concealer, I would probably just do 1 layer, save some of the $52 foundation, and just use some concealer, like medium weight concealer or medium coverage concealer. But I like the way that that's looking a lot. Let's do some setting. Okay, so to set my foundation, I'm just going to use my Too Faced Born This Way setting powder in the shade Translucent. Yeah, in the shade Translucent. And I'm just throwing it in my cap and a nice fluffy brush. You could probably go without setting, but since I'm more oily, I do want to go ahead and set it. Just so I don't sweat through everything. And then since it does have an SPF in it, I'm going to assume that it's going to have flashback. But I would like to do like some flash photography and see how that works. So I am going to do some flash photography and come back and show you guys how that looks. But here we are right now with just the 2 layers of the foundation primer and then the Born This Way translucent setting powder. So this is how we're looking. It looks really good. I'm not going to use any setting powder. I'm not going to use any setting spray. I want to just see how this does. We could probably, if we use setting spray, get the powder to soak in a little bit more. It's not looking cakey or like powdery or anything, but I want to give this like a full wear without having extra like setting finishing spray. So I will come right back and show you guys the flash photography. I feel like it was a little bit of flashback, but honestly I looked super even, so I wasn't mad about it. Like, it didn't look like my face was glowing and my neck wasn't. Like, it looked very fluid and natural. So I am going to get off camera, finish the rest of my makeup, and I'll be back in just a little bit to do a check-in. Alright guys, so I finished my makeup. It's probably been on, let's see, it's probably been in an hour since I put my foundation on with you guys. This was the look I finished coming up with. It held up really well. It's looking really good with the rest of my makeup. I'm super pleasantly surprised thus far. So I will check in a couple of hours. This is kind of close up. I will check in a couple of hours and let you guys know how it keeps wearing. So far I am really, really happy with this. So yeah, I'll see you guys in just a couple hours. Hey guys, I just wanted to jump on here and check in with you. It is 2 till 3, so it's been on about 4.5 hours. So I've just been hanging out at home, playing video games. I made breakfast, ate some breakfast, been hanging out, not really doing much of anything. I have been in the house, so controlled area. I am highly impressed. I think my face still looks really good. I'm not really seeing anything like in the mirror that I think looks bad. The only thing that is getting my attention personally, let me zoom you in a little bit, is in my nose area. You can see it's slightly breaking down a little bit, but not enough where I would be upset. Another place that usually creases is in my chin, and it's not. So I'm actually really impressed. My forehead still looks good. I think I just look like I have a natural glow. I don't feel like I'm glowing out of this world or anything. I think it looks really good. Like, even zoomed out all the way, it looks super healthy. I'm really impressed. I'm gonna wear it for a couple more hours and check in with you guys again. I would definitely say though, it's not like going to keep you matte all day long, but there again, we didn't do a setting spray either, so that could change it a little bit. But I'm not mad about it. I like it. It looks very nice. My husband even said it looked good, so that's a score. That's a plus. But guys, I will check in with you in just a little bit, couple more hours. Thanks. Hey guys, I just wanted to check in with you. It's been about 9.5 hours that we've been wearing this foundation. Very healthy glow. It doesn't feel bad on my skin. I'm very oily again, so we didn't use any setting spray. We did a little setting powder and a hydrating primer. So this is kind of how we're looking. I don't hate it. I don't love it, but it's definitely looking really good. Now, if I get up close, you can see that I'm very shiny, but the product is not really breaking down. The one spot that it's breaking down on, let me zoom you in a little closer. The areas that it's breaking down the most is in my nose, like creases. You can kind of see it breaking down in there. But like my forehead creases, it's not breaking down in there. I look very smooth, just shiny. So I'm not mad about it at all, that's for sure. Again, I'm really oily. But I've had worse, I've had better. It's good. I like it. I think I want to keep playing around with it for sure. I'm not gonna not use it, but I think I might use a different primer, a different setting powder, and definitely do a setting spray. But first impression, you know, given what we were doing and how we did it, I really like it. I feel like it might be worth the 50 bucks, guys. But again, I like to drop money on good foundations because that is like, other than the primer, it is directly on your skin. So I like to have really good foundations. I like it. I look healthy, guys. Like I look healthy and glowy, and I look, I don't know. I think healthy and glowy, it looks younger. So I'm not mad about it in any way. I don't know. The biggest thing was the nose area, and I am a little bit like shinier than I would like to be, but I could probably blot with some blotting paper or retouch up with some powder and be good to go for several more hours, because again, it's, you know, a little over 9.5 hours now, and it looks good. It's supposed to be 24-hour wear, so I think if you blotted and retouched, you'd be perfectly good to go. So I'm happy with it. I will keep wearing it. I'll keep experimenting with it. I hope this helped you if you were curious about buying it and dropping the 50 bucks on it. I hope that this helps you make that decision. And maybe you just wanted to see what it looked like on oily skin. I like it. Give it a go. I like the way it's feeling on my skin, you guys. Like I don't feel heavy or cakey at all. So I recommend it. If you like this video and it helped you, please give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you know when my next one goes up. And drop below in the comments what you would like to see next, or if you're curious about how it's going, because by the time this goes up, I've probably experimented with it a little bit more. And we can kind of get in contact that way, and I can let you know how it's doing and what all I've tried, if you're curious. So thank you so much for watching, you guys, and staying in contact with this back and forth throughout the day. So it's my first impression. I like this. It was kind of fun. It was weird, like remembering to keep it on and not touch my face and come back, but I liked it. So if you like these videos, let me know. Another thing to give me a thumbs up for. And just let me know in the comments if you liked this. I would love to keep trying out stuff for you guys. So I will talk to you in the next one. Thank you so much. Bye.